Module 2, choosing a market and generating leads. Okay guys, so if you remember way back in the introduction, you learned the difference between local wholesaling and virtual wholesaling. Now that you know the distinction of those two, it's time to take the very first step of wholesaling a house, and that's to choose a market. In choosing a city to wholesale in, it's important to ask yourself a few questions. So what areas interest you and why? Are there plenty of buyers in this market? Plenty of construction? Is this city growing? What is the population of the city? Less than 100,000 population, I don't touch personally. I'm not telling you not to do that because obviously there are buyers in much smaller markets because there wouldn't be houses out there if there weren't any buyers, right? But I tend to go for cities where there are buyers in droves, guys. And that works for me. Okay, I'm not telling you not to do that because if it's a market that you're truly interested in and you see a way for yourself to do it, I'm not going to tell you that you can't do it because if you see a way to do it, and who am I to tell you no? So here's what to look for when you're wholesaling a house. So you're looking for distressed properties. And what is a distressed property? They are those that may have any kind of encumbrance or burden attached to it through the homeowner, which makes it an issue for the homeowner to keep ownership. These homeowners are typically more willing to sell their home at a price significantly under market value. These types of owners are known as motivated sellers, simply because they are motivated to sell quickly. And we either find these buyers or they contact us. Okay, and I'm going to show you how that happens. So here are some signs of distress in the property. Vacancy. Signs of vacancy may be if the mailbox is overflowing, tall grass, broken windows, or just lack of general management of the property, period. Is the house in disrepair? The property needing some obvious work to bring it up to being livable is a clear sign of distress. You'll see a notice on the door or window, and these are little signs that tell you that there's something going on with the property that shows liens. So the city may attempt to notify the homeowner of liens or late payments by placing notices on the front of the house, which is another clear sign of distress. Does the home stand out in the neighborhood? Other homes in the neighborhood are generally clean and kept when compared to a distressed property. Boarded up windows and doors are another clear sign. So let's talk about some free ways to generate leads. Obviously, there are many different ways to generate leads. What I have posted here are some ways that I've used to generate leads. There's probably an infinite number of ways, guys. You just have to become creative and just don't be afraid to talk to sellers, okay? There's a Facebook buy and sell groups. So add yourself to as many local or national buy and sell groups as you can. Once you're approved into these groups, announce that you buy homes for cash as is. So it's basically just a virtual bandit sign. A bandit sign is just one of those signs that you see on people's lawns that says, I buy houses. They call them bandit signs because they're typically illegal in a lot of cities. And so if you put it up, you're a bandit. Craigslist. Another route to go if you want to use a virtual bandit sign. Post your ad in as many cities as you like. One of the most popular ways, guys, is driving for dollars. Actually, it's probably the most popular way. So it describes the act of driving through neighborhoods and finding and keeping record of the address of a vacant property with the intent of skip tracing the original owner of the home. And we'll talk about skip tracing later, all right? Here are some paid ways to generate leads. These are softwares, REI Pro, PropStream, and Batch Leads, and there are so many other ones that you can use to generate leads. On the next slide, we'll actually talk about how to pull a list using REI Pro. In the video link below, you will see me pull a list of vacant homes. There are other types of lists that you can pull, such as probate, code violation, pre-foreclosures, auctions, tax liens, divorce, bankruptcies. So click this video so you can watch me pull a list using REI Pro.